Hello everyone, this is Jamal Thomas. Welcome to the Progressive Soapbox. The guy in the picture is Peter Dow. Peter fucking Dow. I went on Twitter and I was just curious about what goes on. You know, people send tweets and everything else. And I see Dow. Now Dow is one of my, I follow Dow because again, I follow some of everybody just because I need the content. And I was looking at Dow tweets. Now Dow is a devout Hillary supporter. And I thought to myself, who is this Dow? I mean, I know about Dow to some degree, but who is this Dow? And I have an article here, but first, I want to look at some of the tweets. Let's look at some of the tweets. Let's show it. Let's see if I can show it. This is Peter Dow, strong woman. To Clinton voters, please understand that those who vilify her and you have lost to her, so their rage comes from a place of defeat. Oh, does it now? To Clinton voters, please understand that those who vilify you and her, vilify her and you have lost to her, so their rage comes from a place of defeat. They're losers. They're losers. They're already losers. Why did they lose? Tell me, Dow. Tell me. You're tap dancing around the issue. These people are losers. These people lost. They lost in a system that you and your people rigged. You rigged it. So this idea of to Clinton voters, please understand that those who vilify her and you, they come from a place of defeat. Okay, sure. Let's look at some more stuff. Donald Trump. This is real collusion and dishonesty. Major violation of campaign finance laws and money laundering. Where is our Justice Department? Well, buddy, you're the one that hired Jeff Sessions. That was you, am I wrong? What am I missing? Who hired Jeff Sessions? That was you. You hired Jeff Sessions. They're breaking campaign finance laws. Where is your Attorney General? Why are you on Twitter asking about your Attorney General? Don't you have access to your own Attorney General? What the fuck are you doing? This is real collusion and dishonesty, major violation of campaign finance laws and money laundering. Where's our Justice Department? If only there was a president of the United States that would acknowledge that it was money laundering and campaign finance laws, it was breaking of campaign finance laws. And if only the president of the United States was in a position to do something about it. If Donald Trump was the president of the United States, maybe they would do something about the campaign finance laws. It's fucking amazing. He's resorting to Twitter. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Let's keep going. Peter Dow. What else Peter Dow has to say? Peter Dow had right many tweets. Right many. Here we are. Let's get into some Dow. Here's a podcast where Tom Watson and I take apart disgraceful mainstream media coverage. What's disgraceful about it? You cheated. You cheated. Is Donna Brazile lying, Peter? Tell me, Mr. Dow. Is Donna Brazile lying? Or are you guys just cheaters? And are you trying to obfuscate from the point that you guys fucking cheated and got caught red-handed and everybody knew you had cheated for like a year? Just lied the entire time. Let's keep going. Also, those who say the Democratic primary was rigged are erasing the historic achievement of the first woman to win a major party nomination. What point? I'm not going to yell. I'm not going to yell. I'm not going to yell. At which point does you cheated come into play? How are you making this case? Yes, I'm yelling. How are you making this case? For all of those who said the Democratic primary was rigged, are you erasing the historic achievement of the first woman? Are you saying that Donna Brazile is lying? Are you saying that the millions of people that fled your party are lying to, like, meaning they don't have eyes, they don't have ears, they don't have anything in their heads at all? They're just seeing this and like, oh, well, Peter Dow. I mean, he seems like an honorable, integrity-filled guy. After all, he's defending cheating. He's defending cheating. He's defending cheating. What does it say about the person who will look at this, who gets a bombshell revelation that wasn't even a bombshell because everybody knew that they were cheating, and the tweets that come out of them are, hey man, you're dogging the first person to win the primary, I mean the first woman in the primary. The problem, Dow, is that she cheated to do it. That's the problem. That's the problem. You can't necessarily say that this particular person won the primary fair and square when they didn't win the primary fair and square. Erasing their achievement. Get the fuck out of here. Denigrating Hillary voters. No, we're saying that you cheated. That's what we're saying. We're saying you cheated. Don't take my word for it. Take Donna Brazil's word for it. A person who was so corrupt, she got fired from CNN, but she wasn't corrupt enough to not run the DNC. She was welcoming it with open arms. And that person has just said that you guys cheated Bernie Sanders. So what? Dow is just going to lie and obfuscate, as opposed to deal with the reality of you cheated another candidate. Which part of that are you fucking missing? It's fucking amazing. For the record, I'm not defending or attacking the DNC. I've simply rejected the effort to erase or minimize Hillary's historic achievement. What's historic about it? She cheated. It's like somebody runs a marathon in 3 minutes, and then you find out that the guy was taking these kind of steroids that gave him superhuman running ability. It's like, who gives a shit if it's 3 minutes if you took a pill that allowed you to run faster? She cheated. There are no points on the board. There's not a situation where you could point to and say, okay, those points were put on the board because she cheated. She cheated. You cheated. Own it. You cheated. Well, you're already defending. It's amazing. Friends, people believe they're just as right as we do. What? As long as we're being true to our values and our principles, don't be deterred. I don't know what that means. That's Orwellian. That's Orwellian. That's amazing. Karen Stabby, I don't know who this person is. Probably some kind of Democratic functionary. The DNC does not have the power to rig a nomination. If anything, the biggest rig in the primary system is that Iowa and New Hampshire comes first. Nothing to see here, folks. Nothing to see here. There's nothing at all to see here. Donald Brazil just said it to be saying. Nothing to see here. These are Hillary voters. This is the reality that they're living in. This is their bubble. It's amazing. Thank you. This Brazil scandal has less meat than Uranium One. These people are like Pavlov's dog salivating for Hillary's blood. Pathetic. Nothing to see here, folks. That's amazing. That's amazing. Nothing to see here. I see trolls and bots are out in force today. Yawn. Dear Bernie diehards, please respond to hashtag Donna Brazil retweeting the definitive GMU statement that no primary voters were impacted. Oh. GMU said no primary voters were impacted. It's all good. There is nothing to see here, folks. The Democratic Party, the party that rigged the election, said there's nothing to see here but the rigging. Trust us. There's nothing to see here. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. That's amazing. That is amazing. Well then, Donna Brazil just retweeted this. No primary votes were impacted by what Donna Brazil revealed today. Not a single one. That's good to know. I trust you wholeheartedly. Some of us are trying to sound the alarm. Mother Jones. Yeah, there's voter suppression in our country. The problem is that you guys engaged in the same goddamn thing. That's the problem. I suspect one of the reasons Hillary didn't come out in force because of, with the suppression that was taking place when she was running against Trump was because to some degree she was doing the same shit in the primaries. Let's be honest. Well, there are two reasons, I think. I think one reason is the primaries. I think the other reason is they don't want to do anything to attack the system that they've been able to be advantaged by, if that makes sense. Like, there's a story, there's these tales about people going, like Stalin sending people to the death chambers and they're praising Stalin as they're going to their deaths. To some degree, you can make a case that the system itself, that Hillary Clinton has enriched herself by, that these guys play in, it's somewhat of a game. They understand the rules of the game. They understand that the rules of the game allows cheating to some degree. It's only cheating if you can get caught. It's only cheating if you can get caught. Now, from their standpoint, they don't necessarily want to attack the system that they've been advantaged by. They don't want to make the system, the voting system itself, seem weak because they understand that if people believe that their votes aren't being counted or they believe that the system is rigged in some way, it completely destroys the legitimacy of the system. Meaning, when and if they get in power, it also destroys the legitimacy for them. It's like a king or a queen. As a king or a queen, the last thing you want to do is put another king or queen to death because it means that the king or queen is not necessarily appointed by God if you could put them to death. They don't want to challenge and attack the system itself. They want to just win. That's my thought. Anyway. Let's see what else they got. Man, this is fucking amazing, man. California is proof that Obamacare isn't dead. I don't know what that means. And Donald Trump has been tweeting this stuff out. Donald Brazil just stated the DNC rigged the system to illegally steal the primaries from Bernie Sanders, bought and paid for by crooked Hillary. Here's the thing, Peter fucking Dow. Whether or not, assume for the moment, let's assume the position that you're right. Assume for the moment that not one voter was swayed. I think that's ridiculous, but whatever. Not one voter was swayed by the antics that the Clinton campaign went into. I don't even know how you would know that, but okay. I mean, mind you had control of strategy and finances. Are you telling me that you can't use your finances to hit somebody in the knee? It's fucking insane. It's crazy. That's crazy talk. But assume for the moment that's true. You still have the problem with campaign finance laws. You're only supposed to get $2,700 a pop. And if you yourself had full control over the political apparatus and the majority of that money was going to you, meaning 98%, they don't have to find a specific individual donor that gave you more than $2,700. It's full well understood that if somebody gave you more than $2,700, let's say somebody gave you a big ticket donation. Let's say somebody gave a massive amount to the DNC. If that money was funneled to you, that means you got more than $2,700 from that person. Your problem here is that you broke campaign finance laws. The problem is cheating, yes. From the perceptual standpoint, the problem is cheating. But from a legal standpoint, you have the President of the United States. God, it hurts me to say it. The President of the United States, reality shows, tweeting out, this woman needs to be put in prison. Where's the Attorney General? Wake up, Jeff Sessions. Tapping him on the head, whatnot. These guys are breaking campaign finance laws. I want to read a little bit about who Peter Dow is. I didn't know who Peter Dow was. I had to look him up. I said, Peter Dow? Who's this guy? This Hillbot tweeting this stuff. Let's talk about Peter Dow. This is an article called The Outline. The Strange Life of Peter Dow. Why do powerful people pay him to do things? That's interesting, right? Why do powerful people pay anybody to do anything? Let's take a look. He's a devout Hillbot. So, you know, there's that. The political consultant Peter Dow is quite possibly the weirdest man alive. Strange, then, that the apex of his career came with the disastrous launch of the dullest website imaginable. Dow's brainchild, called Verret, was revealed to the public on Sunday through a rare Hillary Clinton tweet. I'm excited to sign up at Verret, a media platform for 65 million people. Will you join me and sign up too? Clinton asked. The response was mainly one of bewilderment. There's nothing to sign up to for Verret other than the email letter. It's not a platform in any real sense, but a repository of pro-democrat quotes and sound bites, each of which comes with an authentication code, which users are expected to write down and check against the Verret database in order to avoid consuming fake news. That's amazing. Peter Dow is like, look, here's an authentication code. You can come to us and we'll tell you what's true. We'll tell you what's, trust us. We'll tell you what's true. We got your best interest in heart. That's awesome. That's awesome. Within a few hours of launching the site, the site was down, according to Dow. It was not overtaxed by a massive influx of traffic, as amateurish websites often are, but the victim of a denial of service attack. Dow's credibility was strained further by 2 days worth of frenzied tweet storms about how Verret was driving the haters ballistic by being confusing and apparently devoid of purpose. That's fucking hilarious. I need to read that again. Within a few hours of launching, the site was down, according to Dow. It was not overtaxed by a massive influx of traffic, as amateurish websites often are, but the victim of a denial of service attack. Dow's credibility was strained further when, by 2 days worth of frenzied tweet storms about how Verret was driving the haters ballistic by being confusing and apparently devoid of purpose. The Verret debacle was the first taste of Dow for many, and a good entry point. It gets much, much more strange from there. This is Dow. Dear haters, you realize screaming, go away, shut up, you suck, at Verret is precisely why Leela and I launched it. Thanks for validating it. That's great. That's great. Shut up. No, man, I'm going to say what I need to say. Dow was a case study in the conditions that tend to plague ambitious, irrelevant men who do not know when it's their time to step aside. In short, he's everything wrong with liberals today. Some of the many disorders for which Dow has exhibited symptoms include failing upward syndrome, in which a man keeps getting bigger jobs even though he's unqualified and incompetent. Dow started as an online communications advisor for John Kerry's campaign in 2003. 3 years later, he later joined Hillary Clinton's campaign as internet director and has benefited from her loyalty ever since. Oh, he is loyal, isn't he? Democrats and Hillary Clinton cheated. No, she didn't cheat, man. You're attacking Hillary supporters. You're attacking Hillary supporters. Yeah, okay. Hugo Schweitzer syndrome, in which a man who loudly claims to be a feminist to increase his bona fides with women ends up hugging the spotlight and being, in general, a smarmy freak. In 2015, Dow and a fellow Clinton hanger-oner, Tom Watson, launched a social media strategy called Hillary's Men, intended to provide actionable analysis of the 2016 campaign focusing on the gender barrier in U.S. politics. An opposite imposter syndrome in which a man takes credit for something he has not even the slightest bit to do with. In 2010, Dow claimed to have co-founded Huffington Post, an assertion Arianna Huffington calls laughable. Huffington and Dow settled out of court in 2014. Perhaps the one thing for which Dow can take credit for is torpedoing the Blue Nation Review, the fiercely pro-Clinton propaganda outlet once called the Breitbart of the left, into the ground. Dow was hired to run it in 2016, only to mysteriously disappear from its roster after Clinton's humiliating defeat. Too bad he didn't disappear from Twitter. That being said, he gives good content. I give him that. He says ridiculous things consistently. I could think to myself, I need somebody to say something that's unabashedly shameful or shameless about Democrats and Hillary. I know who to go to. Peter fucking Dow. What does Peter Dow have to say? It's going to be something stupid. All of you guys who are taking credit for, this loss, like, I guess his issue is people are kind of making this point like, whoa, you guys cheated. She admitted you guys cheated. You guys cheated. He's like, hey man, you're being hurtful. You're being hurtful. You're denigrating Hillary Clinton by claiming that Hillary Clinton cheated when Hillary Clinton actually did cheat. Okay. Sure. That's amazing. These guys are just, that's amazing. Jamal, you're part of a group of the realistic journalist personalities in the world. Thank you, X Factor. But I'm not a journalist. John Coaster. The problem is that last election about rigging the Supreme Court for 30 years. A Republican had to win. Bernie had to be eliminated. The DNC sold us out and threw up the fight. The DNC sold you out 20 years or more ago. It's not just this election. He's a psycho. That's all you need to know. Peter Dow. Yeah, Peter Dow's fucking maniac. Amy Lane. Hillary Clinton could kill someone live on CNN and her followers would be like, well, he was asking for it. Don't really know how much more clear it can get for people to see. It's amazing, right? Donald Trump made that quote, I can murder somebody in New York. Hillary Clinton could do the same thing. And her supporters would be like, come on, man. Did she really kill him? Yes, she had the gun. Yes, she pulled the trigger. But, come on. He was standing there. It's insane. The person who was inside the DNC was the chair of the DNC, comes out and says, yes, they rigged it. And Dow is like, whoa. Come on. It wasn't rigging. It wasn't rigging. You're denigrating Hillary Clinton. You're denigrating the first woman to lose to reality show hosts. How dare you? How dare you, sir? How dare you? A boo on you, man. They would blame Bernie for Clinton killing somebody. Yeah, they probably would. Bernie Sanders could be in Vermont. Hillary Clinton could shoot somebody in New York. And they would say Bernie Sanders has something to do with it because they bought the gun from Vermont. That'd be something fucking crazy. And he was sexist at the same time. The guy who she murdered was sexist and racist. And something else. And a Russian plane. Or they would have said Russia did it. Russia bought the bullets. Something crazy, insane. It's amazing. Amazing. Alright, this one wasn't going to be long. I saw this and it annoyed the shit out of me. It annoyed me so much. I was like, I gotta do a video with this. I gotta do a video. So I'm going to leave it at that. Alright, guys. If you enjoy the content, feel free to share, like, subscribe. And of course, you can always support the patron. Peter fucking Dow. Yeah, Peter fucking Dow. I'll leave it at that. Yeah, Boo on You is right. Boo on You is right. I should get a shirt named Boo on You. That's fucking awesome. Or a shirt that just says no. Period. It just says no. It just says no. Alright, guys. You all have a good night. And I may or may not see you tomorrow. Peter Douche is insignificant. Yeah, he is. I agree. Alright, guys.